What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. And as always, hopefully you're in the market and not trying to time the market, because that is simply impossible to do. So let's see what happened in today's great old stock market. Hopefully you guys are doing well. You had a great weekend. It says here, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ sink as Treasury yields jump amid tariff Fed uncertainty. So what happened? Seems like there's a lot of scarcity out there. There are a lot of people running scared, so the stock market went down today. It says U.S. stocks sank on Tuesday to start what is historically the worst trading month of the year. Why lead with that statement? So because this is normally the worst trading month of the year, I guess we just have to start out bad because what? That's just normal. I say let's evoke change. That no longer has to be the narrative. September should be the best month. September is one of the best months in the stock market. Anyways, it says, as Wall Street look ahead to a crucial monthly jobs update this week that will shape expectations for interest rate cuts. Will interest rates cut happen? You got to think about inflation. Prices of goods and services are going up. And if you lower interest rates and you make it cheap for people to borrow money when prices are already high, it's good for business. However, is it good for the average consumer like you and I? Are those of you that are not budgeting, those of you that are not investing, those of you who are not worried about the future, right, of yourself and your family? Is that good for you? So let's see. It says the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell over 400 points, while the S&P 500 dropped 1.2%, and the tech-heavy NASDAQ tumbled roughly 1.5%. Ouch. That's a big drop. So Treasury yields rose, with the 30 yield jumping 6 basis points to trade around 4.97%, eyeing the key 5% level for the first time since July. That level is typically viewed as a headwind for stocks. So similarly, the benchmark 10-year yield rose to near 4.3%. So Alphabet and Amazon led declines in the Magnificent Seven big tech stocks, both down over 2%. So Wall Street kicked off the holiday shortened week after Monday's Labor Day closure, bracing for a potentially tumultuous month with legal drama around President Trump's tariffs and concerns over Federal Reserve independence in focus. So gold topped the all-time highs seen earlier this spring, trading nearly $3,600 an ounce on expectations the Fed will cut rates this month after Chair Jerome Powell signaled openness to move. Those bets face a key test in Friday's August jobs report, with job openings and private payrolls due ahead of it. Meanwhile, an update Tuesday showed U.S. manufacturing contracted for the 6th straight month in August. It says here, markets are currently pricing in roughly 90% odds of a 25 basis point cut in September. But this week's data could help make the case for deeper easing. Investors are also watching Washington, where a court hearing on whether Trump can fire federal governor Lisa Cook ended without a ruling, even as he seeks to reshape the board of governors. And in a major blow to Trump's trade agenda, a federal appeals court ruled most of his global tariffs unconstitutional. Trump blasted the decision as highly partisan and vowed to appeal to the Supreme Court. There's just so much drama. Someone's drama. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's what happened in the stock market today. The market just closed about 5 minutes ago. Let's see what happened. Okay, so my S&P 500 ETF SPLG lost 56 cents today, closing out at $75.34. See, that's why you have to love the S&P 500. The growth in the S&P 500, again, over the last 100 years has been 10%. You know, it changes throughout the year. Like this year is pretty low so far. Other years it has been up 15%, 20%, you know, so on and so forth. But on average, 10%. And what I see are small gains, and with small gains come small losses. It's good. I invest in it. Palantir gained 39 cents today, closing out at $157.10. Broadcom gained 85 cents today, closing out at $298.24. Tesla lost $4.50 today, closing out at $329.36. My Information Technology ETF, FTEC, lost $2.20 today, closing out at $205.17. NVIDIA lost $3.37 today, closing out at $170.74. Meta lost $3.56 today, closing out at $735.11. Apple lost $2.42 today, closing out at $229.72. And that's it, people. That's it for today's stock market news. Again, hopefully you guys are in the market and you're investing into your future, into your current situation. You're investing into something. But the only way you can invest is by having total control over your money. And most people are in debt, you know. And the only way to get out of debt is with a plan. You need a plan. You need a plan for everything. You need a plan for life. So you need a plan for investing. Just like when you start that new job, you're with HR, you're talking to your supervisor, your manager, and they give you a list of goals that you should want to accomplish, or you write down goals that you would like to accomplish. During your performance evaluation, they talk about things you need to work on and improve on, and these are the steps that you can take in order to get there. It's the same thing with investing. You need a plan, and that plan is called a budget. You need to create a budget, people. I don't understand why most people don't, but you need to create a budget. If you start combing through your expenses, I guarantee you will find some free money somewhere. You will find something that you can cut out to free some money. That subscription that you have on automatic, you know, charging your credit card each month that you pay no attention to, you can stop that. The gym membership that you're not going to, you can stop that. Watch YouTube videos. I do it all the time. And work out from home. Go for a walk. Go for a jog. Ride a bike. Do something. Get active. But you will find some free money by creating a budget. And within that budget, you're going to start telling your money where to go, so you can stop trying to figure out where it all went before the end of the month. Now, when you're investing, well, not investing, but when you're getting out of debt, you need to stop all investing. Stop your 401k investments, because you want to free up all of your cash so that you can start applying it towards your debt. That's what I believe. That's what I did. That's what you should do as well. Pay off all your debt. Pay off the credit card debt. Pay off the student loan debt. Pay off the personal loan debt. Pay off all debt. Car loans. Did I say that already? Either way, debt. Pay it off. Then once you pay it all off, then you can start investing back into your retirement. You have all this cash now. You can invest 15% of your income back into your retirement, or into your retirement. You can put money away for your kids' college fund, that 529 plan. You can create, or you should create, an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of living expenses, however much it costs for you to live each month. How much is your mortgage, rent, your utilities, your insurances, your car payment, Well, you shouldn't have any car payment because you just paid off your bills. For insurances, so on and so forth. Groceries, 3 to 6 months of that amount of money you should have saved that you don't touch. Then, if you have a mortgage, tackle your mortgage. You have all this free cash, snowball that into your mortgage and pay your mortgage off sooner. If you're renting, there's nothing wrong with that. Keep renting. But if you would like to buy, save up to 20% as a down payment and finance that home for 15 years. And more than likely, since you've been so intense about paying off all of that debt, the credit card debt, the car loan debt, the student loan debt, the personal loan debt, you will more than likely pay that home off sooner rather than later. And instead of 15 years, you may take 5 to 7, maybe 10 years. So yeah, and then after that, all of your money is your money. Now you have options. You do what you want to do. You may get out of that job that you really don't like and take a job that you do like that may pay less, but now you have no bills, but it's fine. You're doing what you love to do now. Either way, it just gives you options to do other things, and that is a wonderful place to be in. So I'm going to end this video here. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all, think, people. Think, start controlling this. When you don't have control of this, someone else does. And when someone else does, that's when you're thinking about things that are not putting more money in your pocket. You're thinking about things that are not bringing you opportunities. You're thinking about things that are stressing you out even more. You're thinking about things that doesn't enhance your life in any way, shape, or form, but you're thinking about that. So try to block out all of that noise and start thinking about you and what you need to be doing for you. Who's going to save you? You. The government's not coming to save you. Nothing can save you but you, by thinking and doing the right thing for you. You get it, right? All right, so I'm going to end this video. All right, so you guys take care. Have a blessed day. Peace.